there are requirements that will be needed just by virtue of forming the company. So sometimes you need like VAT registrations, corporation tax registrations. Now for HMRC, you're still applying for a bank account. Now, and as Teresia said, you still for some businesses you need licenses. So before you sort that out, it's going to take a bit of time. If you don't tell us that immediately, right from the word go, compliance is needed from the word go. So if your year end is not so far, you're required to file annual accounts. If your year end is not so far, you have not made any money, you're required to do returns to HMRC. So it's just a few things, a few things that you think about as far as your plan goes, and factor in cost, and then how we can help, just to give us a good picture.
So there are different rates which apply for different companies, and these rates are subject to change, and I think as per each fiscal year is directed by the Chancellor. I think when these things are passed in the representative bodies, the houses there. So for 2026, small profits, smaller companies with profits under 50K is at 19%, and I think this has been consistent since 2023 then the main rate at 25, it has also been consistent. Then there is a marginal relief there. These are allowances of about it's still at 50,000, upper limit at 250,000. So these are things which are used when calculating the corporation tax for businesses.
So if you're making profits anywhere between 50 and 250, then the allowances start working. But the minute you make profits of 250, then you pay tax at 25, That's a gap they're trying to deal with between the 50 and the 250 in the calculations below,
Yes. So these are just the rates. So they are not determined by us, they are government determined, these ones. So that's what we'll be using to calculate your
What
tax.
did you say, between 50 and 249 is how much?
So they'll apply the marginal relief.
Which is what? Oh, that one. Okay.
Below, automatically, if you make above 250K in profits, you have to pay at 25%. If you make below 50K and below, you pay at 19%. In between, then they start applying the marginal relief.
So that 19% of the annual
profit.
And keyword profit,
not the revenue.
Profit is revenue less costs.
Okay, so marginal relief, for example, you make 100,000.
Yes.
So they're minusing 50 before they calculate 90%. Is that what it means?
No, to work out the percentage in between so if you make profits of 100, to work out what percent do you pay? So you'll now pay 19 plus 2. The fractions,
Or 19 plus 3 over 200. Okay, get it.
Because you're just in between. So depending on where you are. So the closer you get to the 250, the less of the marginal relief you have to take advantage of. Because now once you cross the 250, you're paying an absolute standard rate of 25%. And if you're making less than 50K profit, you're paying an absolute rate of 19%.
Yes. So before maybe we proceed to any questions or about corporation tax, company tax, corporation